Oh, sorry. This is gonna be hard to look at the camera. So yeah, no, no. So this first one's gonna be a clip just to test this thing out, right? And then I'll tell you what I'm doing and why I'm recording this. So yeah, just give me a second. Give me a second. Hi. Yeah, yeah. So I tested it, and I think it's going pretty good. It's really good. Well, not really good, considering I'm like, when it says here, it says 30 FPS. So yeah. I just, you can see my head going. Like I have two heads. I'm a two-headed man. I know, pretty crazy. It's like a joint twin. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. So what I'm doing here, sorry, it's hard not to look at my webcam. It's really hard. It's distracting. That me? That's me. Jeez, I never really seen myself like this before. Man, this is weird. I should probably like get ready for this. Ah. Now the edges of my mouth feel dry. Hold up, did I get a cup of water? I'll go over here and cover this camera. I just broke the edge of the glass cup, right? So I'm kind of fearing that I'm drinking like really small shards of glass. So this is like my last video. I think I died because those glass shards like cut like a hole in my stomach, and now I'm internally bleeding. But you know, it is what it is. Like the words of Winston Churchill before getting killed by the Huns. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh yeah, so that's probably sorry. If I do it without this? No, yeah, I'll do it with it. Yeah, it's not good. It's only for like $10, $20. Yeah, $20, $59.9, $59.9. Yeah, not a good price, but I mean, hey, it's a mic, right? I tried this on Phasmophobia once. Like I played Phasmophobia like once, and I just never played it. I should play it. I spent like a lot of money on it. Then again, I have this really it's not a low budget computer. My grandpa got this computer, and I'm really grateful. Of course I am, but it's not that high tech. I mean, come on, you know, I'm supposed to like they expected like schoolwork from this, not like me like playing like Death Stranding. I don't know. Imagine like it's like a 1980s computer. What's that? I want to play some like goddamn Last of Us 2. No, I think that's still only on the PS5. Oh yeah, it still is. I don't think it's on PC yet. But what am I saying? So I should probably explain to you why I'm recording this, right? Sorry, it's so hard for me to not look at that. It's so hard for me to not look at that. And oh, yeah. So yeah, you know, I should probably explain. So I have approximately about 8 hours because I'm just gonna spend an entire night doing this work, right? So I'm gonna spend about 8 hours or less working on all my school projects. But one I really want to concentrate on because that I find really important because see, on my school, you know, we have several projects, and for some reason, one of them is renamed to social studies. It's just named humanities. And it's a really weird thing, but you know, it is what it is, right? And you know, it's okay. It's a OA class. I think I'm getting good grades. I'm assuming I am. I'm doing really good on on the Japanese and the medieval tests. I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. I can't deny that. I'm not bragging, but I think I might be doing exquisite. Oh, I'm just saying. I might be doing a bit higher up, you know? That's what am I saying? Yeah. And we got this assignment to write a draft version of a short story. We're creating a short story, 4 pages long. We can make it longer, but that's how far the teacher will read it. Thank God you could see the back. Imagine one day I look back and there's like a hitman, with a gun. No, please. I didn't do those jokes, I swear. But oh yeah, so yeah, this is so basically I'm really recording a bunch of these clips, like throughout the night, I guess, of me just writing down notes about what the story is. You see, in 8 hours, what I have to do is I have to make up an entire new story and write 4 pages of it down and make it good. I mean, making a good copy in like next week. Because this is recorded about 12:11 a.m. So middle of the night ish. Monday on May 3rd. And before getting to this, on May 1st, 2021, it was 2 days ago, technically. Day was supposed to wait. You know, day breaks in a SCP. You know, that type of thing. SCP-001. Yeah, they didn't happen. I'm kind of mad. You're kind of mad. I think everyone was kind of expecting for like world peace. No world peace. Bible? Nah, fucking lie to us. Fucking lie to us. I think there's gonna be world peace at May 1st, 2021. Buddy, you're wrong by a few. You'll be able to go for a few centuries, huh? Yeah. The guy who wrote the wiki, or woman, it could be anyone. The person who wrote that wiki, his was probably just sitting there thinking, man, this is. Wow, that's nice, isn't it? Like, you know, you're sitting there so disappointed, like, bro, we're supposed to have, like, we're supposed to be accepting right now. According to the Bible, it's supposed to be where it ends, but no, is it ending? No, not ending. Alright, guys. Racism, homophobia, all that stuff? No, that's not going away for a long while, so they're just bad, horrible things, but you know, what are you gonna do? Like in the words of Osama bin Laden before it got. Was he bombed? I don't know, but in the words of Osama bin Laden before he died, by, what was his name, Richard? I don't know. But right before he died, as in the words of him, it is what it is, you know? It's because of... it is what it is. It is what it is, you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So basically that's kind of the gist. I have to make a story, a whole plot, write 4 pages of it, and send it off until tomorrow because I'm doing online school. Quarantine, you know? That thing happened like a week ago. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, so yeah. And yeah, we should actually start getting into this, you know? Yeah, so I don't think I should delay you any longer. Heck, most of you are probably just sleeping. Probably you just fell asleep. If so, sorry. Wake up. You gotta get up on your feet, man. Anyone. You gotta get up on your feet. If you don't, that's bad. You're probably dead. Or you don't have legs. So I say, listen, man, I never said this video was a wheelchair accessible. I'm sorry, that was a jerkish joke. That was a jerky. I didn't like that joke. That was a rotten joke. But yeah. So, let's just get into it because I feel like I'm boring you. Let's start not thinking. I know I'm boring you. So, and so my first idea I just made like a few minutes ago, like an hour ago. Jesus, 12:15. I'm running time, brother. Jeez. But story idea number 1 was stupid, and and you know it's stupid, but I kind of got the idea from just looking on the Steam page and just seeing Dead Cells on my wish list, right? And so. And so the entire gist of the story is about it's a warrior. Gender doesn't entirely matter. It doesn't. Never did. Never does. So it's a warrior, or it could be a knight, could be anyone. And then, well, I mean, it can't be anyone. No, they're a warrior. They're someone that's strong, and they get sent on like a quest to oh, I'm just reading off my notes here because I don't know, man. Well, I write it down and boom, just me having any memory of me actually thinking it goes away. Even though it was just a few minutes ago, like 30 minutes ago. No. Did it actually happen? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. So what I wrote down is this. I called it the Dungeon of Omori because Omori in English. So Omori is a Japanese word which translate to ink. So when it gets roughly translated to English, it tends to burden. So the dungeon of Omori, that's what it's called. And you know the game Omori, yeah. I just thought that. Stupid, I know, but you know what are you gonna do, I guess. And so I wrote down this. A warrior is sent on a quest to gain an artifact that will benefit their cause, but in order to get this item, they will have to go through a desolate dungeon. And the thing about this dungeon, yes, I'm explaining to you. Very, I don't know, man, I'm seeing weird stuff. My mirrors, my lamp, so it's not cam, it's the webcam. So if you hate it, don't worry, I do too. So, yes, and but in order to get this item, they'll have to go through a desolate dungeon. But the thing about this dungeon is that whenever the warrior dies, they start at the beginning, physically unscathed, but learned what the danger is. So basically, like more like a lot of Metroidvania, right? But the more they die, the warrior becomes distraught and forgetful of the task's meaning. So basically, the more they die, the more they begin becoming more discouraged, right, to actually do the thing, because they're dying over and over again, and when they thought they were improving, they just die, and they're, I guess that's supposed to be like main conflict, the idea of being discouraged, right? I don't know. It's stupid, but I mean, I thought of it in like 10 minutes, so I don't know. And I guess, and I've written down this last one because I didn't want to get too in depth, considering I have 8 hours to work on this. Apparently 8 hours isn't enough to do all my assignments? Yeah, I guess so. So, the portals are the past warriors that try to do the same thing. So basically, everyone in the path, all the monsters and all of their people who try to get the artifact for themselves. What the artifact is, I don't know. I didn't write that down. I didn't think that far. But I thought of writing it down, so I'm just writing a bunch of story ideas down. So here's my plan. I'm gonna write 3 story ideas down. Right? This is the first one, and I'm gonna make a story out of one of them. Of about, let's put this at least until 1. It's 12:18 a.m. About 12:19 a.m. Let's save about 41 minutes to get 2 more story ideas down and then I guess after that I've got like 8 hours or 7 hours of making 4 pages of the story. And not only that, but then doing all my assignments and learning on a totally different project I kind of forgot about. Though you won't be around, you won't be, you wouldn't want to see me do the last few stuff, but you will be here to see the story stuff, alright? Yeah. Yeah, so that's about it, that's the gist. So I'll come back to you in like a few minutes. I don't know, I got a pretty slow mind, and yeah. I'll see what I can come up with, And yes, you have to stay here. You have to stay here with me. This is a gun. A squeal. Nail clipper. I think. Nail clipper. You wanna go? You wanna go? The nail clipper gang. They're gonna steal your kids and clip their toenails. You don't want that. Don't clip your toenails, kids. Why? Because we want to get those nail infections. You know what I mean? I said, I'll see you later. In a few minutes, but to you it's gonna be like a second. Like a cool transition. It's gonna be like a very cool transition. Oh, very, very warpy and stuff. Yeah, it's 12:20. I've wasted so much time in doing this. This is 14 minutes. Jeez, that's a lot of time. Alright, well, yeah, see ya. I'm back. It's 1:14 a.m. I shouldn't be awake, but you know, it is what it is, right? Okay, so I decided we're just going for the first story idea. I can't think of any other ideas, so we're just going for the first one. Yeah. So I mean, I think we can do something. Yeah, we can do a lot with this, and 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 what I wrote down here was we're going for story number one. Screw the other ideas, and there aren't any other ideas. And so yeah, that was it. To be honest with you, like I don't know, like when I made this video, I thought it would be like a biography. It's a biography. I don't know what did we call it, but it was good. I was gonna like put down my ideas. I don't know. Like I have these videos I'm trying to like show myself and like what I can do, like my talents. But I don't know, man. No lie to you, Chief. I'm falling short. But you know, trying my best every day. I hope you're trying your best too and all that. Yeah. But you know, before this video ends, you know, here's my idea that I kind of learned during these like 2 hours, these 3 hours, is that, see, the plot of a story is the foundation, but on how you go about that plot is the structure. See, a great story has an amazing foundation with an amazing structure, but a good story is either an okay is either an okay foundation in a good structure, or vice versa. You know, like an okay structure but a good foundation. That's a good story. But a bad foundation is a bland. A bad story is a bland foundation with a bland structure, right? And that's what I've learned, is that yeah, as I see. I also learned that I'm only in grade 8, you know? Like, this, like, see, my other story ideas, they were so complicated, so boring. Just see, my other idea that I spent way too long actually not even thinking about, was this guy, his name is Joe. I'm kidding. And his name was Joe, and he worked at this job for years on end. No break, no holidays, like not a day of break. And then after years of just working without a break, he finally gets a break after so long. And then he tries to make the best of it. The thing about Joe is that because of his job, he gained a lot of symptoms with depression, right to the point where, for some reason, he sees some see his own self doubts and thoughts and worries. They all have formed inside to something mentally physical in Joe's mind, where it's himself, but this self is always calling him down and always forcing him to do things which would seem unhealthy to everyone outside Joe, you know, like working and never resting. And I don't know, I don't know, like I wanted to make this story in the first place because I just thought, you know, it'd be nice, you know, like I thought a lot of people could relate to Joe, right? I thought a lot of people could relate to Joe about being discouraged and just forced to work every single day. I thought that would a lot of people like my age would relate to that. The idea of just working without reason. You know, like you want to go to sleep, but why? You know, you always gotta have to do that work. I guess I don't know how kids really are my age nowadays. But that's just wrong. But I don't know. And you know, I just want to make stories just so you can relate to it. But the story idea I had before that was what was this old like Civil War veteran, you know, after when he takes a vacation, or he takes like a vacation, like a hunting vacation, because he's like a trophy hunter, like to a cabin, the hot areas of America, right? And but then, and he's really isolated. He doesn't have really much anyone, so he's isolated. So while he's isolated in that cabin, his past fears and actions and his own, well, just sins, well, not sins, but so his bad deeds and acts, his immorality, it takes form in these things that in hallucinations that only he can see. And the story is like has like a horror vibe to it, like while he's like doing his things around the cabin, getting food and all that, he's experiencing these hallucinations, which are taking form from his his overall very immoral mentality, and it frightens him. And I guess in a way, I'm not sure. It is like a novel type of thing, but I don't know. And then and then I guess at the end he learns from his mistakes and he becomes better. I don't know what the plan was. But when I was writing both these down, I realized that they were so drab and boring. Like this wouldn't appeal to anyone. For a second there, I forgot that I was writing to 8th graders and teachers and school board. You're not the school board, just teachers, And I was just thinking, no one would think this is neat. No one would think this is nice. Like all the writing is just this happens, or if this boring thing happens, then the other thing happens. Like you have to make these stories exciting. It can't just be this long description of just things. Something actually has to happen. Remember, actions speak louder than words. And yeah, I know that statement doesn't make sense in a book or like a story where everything's written down, but despite what you think, things written down aren't just things being said. They're actions. Like let's say Joey punched Phil. That's an action. Yeah, it's put in a word form, but how would you put it in physical form? Well, you do it, but then that's a comic. This is a story with words. You could just go read like a comic or a graphic novel, or just a book with pictures. And so what I just thought is that, actions can be put into words, and that's the beauty of action, isn't it? At the same time, see, that's weird, isn't it? A conversation cannot be put into physical form. I mean, it can easily be, but not in a way that's entertaining, but actions can be. And that's the beauty. So that's what I mean. Actions can always speak louder than words, Like telling someone I love you is never enough. You have to show them why you love them. That's what I mean. And yeah. And I was just thinking, yeah. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know, I want to create something exciting. People will read it and be like, oh, heck yeah, Trazem, you did it, you made something good. I'll be like, oh, well, nice. That's pretty cool, you know what I mean? I'm not sure what I'm saying anymore, I'm just rambling now. I know, I know. Like, you ever get that feeling where you want to say a bunch of things, but you don't care enough to say any of those things within a chronological order? Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. But, I don't know. I guess my last note before I write the actual story is that, just know that, I got this from a video, and this guy seemed like the most stupidest thing you're ever gonna hear from a 14-year-old, but never back down. You know what I mean? Like, shoot. Now that I think that Civil War story could have been better, but that's too late, because this is my last night to actually work on this draft, before I have to work on, the good copy of it. So, overall, just never back down, you know what I mean? See, if you have a good idea, because, let's say, if you have a good idea, don't give it limits. Don't give your good idea limits. Always just keep if it's truly a good idea, you add on to it. You think of it, you think of it, and you think of it, and it adds on. Like, all good ideas are a plant. It grows. It's art piece. Yeah, bad ideas can also grow. But good ideas, they grow for your sake. Remember, the best things that you create are always the ones for yourself. Not for the general public, not for the viewers. The things that you create, the best things, are the things that you always create for yourself. And that's more true than you could ever imagine. Like I said, it's probably like really serious coming from a 14-year-old, but I guess I pick up things here and there, I just think, and then my opinions and beliefs, they go from there, Yeah, some of them are damaging, but some of them, they bring peace in a way. It must sound stupid, but yeah. Teenagers are known to be stupid, right? I suppose so. What am I saying? I don't know. Just, oh well, don't back down, If you have a good idea, pursue it. If it doesn't work out, well then go on to the next idea. It is what it is, And, yeah. Never back down, and, have a good night or day, This was, or, no, sorry, this is, or if I die, yeah, this was, but for right now, this is Jason C. Soleil, or you could call me a spin-off, and I'll see you I'll see you whenever, No, I'm working on a video. It's like the Joseph Stalin one, talking to the Gopnik, so it's kind of like that, but, it's gonna be more longer. I'm experiencing more with things, I'm getting the theme of it, Yeah, You see, I think I'm gonna try and do with one thing with the videos. They're gonna become more experimental. I'm gonna try more things here and there to see what works and what doesn't. Right? But that's what I'm gonna try. Sorry, I'm putting this on way too long. But this was Chase Soleil. You can always turn off, and I'll see you. I'm tired, but you know what they say. I always have to work, I'll see you, It's 1:27 a.m. on May 3rd, 2021. Alright. Today was a good day.
Come on.